Oh my gosh, you ate them already. You're not even at school yet. You need to save them for your snacks.
Hey guys, it's Kat and Deb, and we've got some more back to school foods for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
What did you make for us today, Devin?
I made this video. What did you make, Catherine?
To go with our 3 sandwiches last week, we made 3 snacks. So we made some baked chickpeas.
What did we decide these were called? Almond butter oat balls?
Yeah.
Bites?
And then we made some coconut clusters. Delicious.
Okay, so let's get right into these recipes. They're super easy. Check it out.
Coconut clusters is our first snack that we're making. They're super easy to make. It's 5 ingredients. You put it all in a bowl, mix it all together, and then bake it for like 20 minutes. Done. So we'll show you how to do that now. We're gonna add a cup of coconut shavings to a bowl. And when I mean shavings, it's like the bigger pieces. I don't really know what they're actually called. Ours were toasted, but you can use raw ones as well. We're gonna add our sunflower seeds to it. We're gonna add about a half a cup of sunflower seeds. Then we're gonna add a half cup of pumpkin seeds or pepita seeds. And then we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of chia seeds. We're just gonna give them a quick toss around before we add any of our liquid. Now we're gonna add the stuff that's gonna bind it all together. We're using brown rice syrup. We haven't tried it with anything else, but I'm sure there's other options that might work. We're gonna add 4 tablespoons of brown rice syrup to it. And now we're gonna mix it all together. Next step is to take a square baking pan and line it with parchment paper. Once you got it lined with parchment, add your coconut mixture to your pan. All right, once it's in the pan, you're gonna wanna press it down a bit so that you get a thinner layer. We're gonna add our baking pan to an oven preheated to 350 for about 20 minutes or until they all start to brown a little bit. You don't want them to burn, so watch it carefully. Now that they've finished baking, we're gonna let them sit for about at least an hour to kind of harden up and everything, but the longer the better. Our second snack recipe is another really easy one, baked chickpeas. Super easy to make. You can make them in big batches and they last all week, and they're delicious. So another one where you just add everything to a bowl, mix it, and then bake it. First step is to open up a can of chickpeas. We will be keeping the bean liquid. We're keeping the liquid from the can of chickpeas because you can do such awesome things with it. A couple weeks ago we posted a video with Rebecca Coleman showing you how to make chocolate mousse. So if you make this recipe, keep the liquid and go back to that video and make that recipe. Now we're gonna pat dry our chickpeas a little bit. We're gonna add our semi-dried chickpeas to our bowl. The next step would be to add the liquids. This will help keep all these spices binding to the chickpeas and will crisp up the chickpeas a lot. We're gonna add a tablespoon of avocado oil and half a lime juice. We're gonna mix up our chickpeas now. Once they're all coated with the liquid, we're gonna add in our spices. We're using 4 spices. We're gonna add a teaspoon of each: chili powder, garlic powder, cumin, and smoked paprika. We're gonna toss all the chickpeas in the spices. Once the chickpeas are all mixed together and the spices are equally distributed, we're going to line a baking sheet with either a silicone mat or parchment paper and spread out the chickpeas evenly across it. We're gonna bake these chickpeas in an oven preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 to 30 minutes or until crispy, so keep an eye on them in those last few minutes. We don't want them to burn too much. So our last snack recipe is raw cookie dough bites. I've never had these before. Who knows what'll happen. First step is take a half cup of rolled oats, add it to your food processor, and process it into a finer flour. You're just gonna wanna pulse it a few times to get it all mixed together and to make sure that the consistency is right. Now you don't want it too fine. It's still a flour, but it's still got some more texture to it. You know, all the oats aren't completely ground up into a flour. So. Next step is to add a 1/4 cup of almond butter and a 1/4 cup of dates to your processor. 1/4 cup of dates is about 4 or 5 dates, so it's not that many. And then we're just gonna process that all together. Actually, no, we're not. We're gonna add our 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla first. Now we're gonna process it all together. And we're just gonna add a teaspoon of coconut beverage or any milk. Our last step is to add as many chocolate chips as you like. You probably only need about 2 tablespoons max, just because it doesn't make a lot at all. And you just want to mix the chocolate chips in with a spoon. We're gonna roll them into balls, whatever size you want. I'm doing really small ones so that they're more like bite-sized little granola pieces. But you can do bigger ones, you just won't get as much. Place them on a freezer-safe plate or whatever, and stick it in your freezer and let it freeze for about 30 minutes to an hour. And that's how you make them. 3 snacks that are awesome for back to school, but also great for work lunches, camping, hiking,
just anywhere you need snacks, which I mean for me is like everywhere. You always need snacks. Yeah. So what do you want to try first?
Let's try the chickpeas first.
Okay.
They're the best.
I feel like you just can't go wrong with these chickpeas. No. There's so much potential for other flavors, and maybe in the future we'll show you a bunch of other flavors.
Maybe.
But these are definitely our go-to flavor.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, balls.
Okay, next up, the bites.
Almond butter oat bites. Really good.
I like these. I love that they're bite-sized. Really easy to take on the go, and not too much at a time.
And there's like 5 ingredients in this or something like that. So good. And they're healthy, which is nice.
That's a bonus.
All this is pretty healthy. Last but not least, we got this idea from Costco. There's these coconut clusters that I get from Costco. They're really yummy, but then I read the ingredients and realized they're also probably super simple to make, so why am I buying them for $10 a bag? Whoa. So I decided to buy them. Or make them. All right. Another one that has like 5 ingredients in it. So good.
I really like these. As soon as I tried the clusters too, my first thought was, Catherine's gonna know how to make these. And I actually do take the clusters to work right now. So now I can just make my own and feel like a total boss.
And they're really easy to make, and you can make a big batch of them and like have them for like a couple weeks.
Well, like all of this stuff you can make a big batch and then have it ready, which I think is the best part.
Yeah.
Because, you know, now that school's back together, you're not gonna have as much time.
He's falling apart already. Well, there you go. 3 super easy snacks.
Yeah, we really upped our easy level.
Yeah.
I mean, is that normal?
I feel like every once in a while when we do those really complicated recipes, we just need to follow it with like 3 super easy recipes just for us, you know?
Yeah. And I really like when we make something that I can use every day. I can eat this every day. And that's important, to eat every day.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you're going back to school, I'm so sorry. You're gonna get through this.
I'm going back to school with you.
These snacks will help you for sure.
I'm gonna learn how to make friends with food.
Yes, you can make friends with this food. So that's a bonus.
We don't mean that the food is your friend. We mean that the food will help you make human friends.
Human friends. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because we post new vegan recipes every Sunday, and we do whatever Wednesdays every other Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Thanks for watching, Catherine Chu. Thanks for watching, guys. We hope you with the noise. You need to hand them out to your friends so that you can make friends.
Coconut to a large. I have problems.